Hi, everyone. We are the Sleepy Peters, and this is our app, Sleepyhead. I'm Josh.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Greta.
We want to first tell you why we chose to make a sleep-based app. Sleep is obviously very important. It is important for muscle repair, our immune systems, our cognitive development, as well as many other reasons. As college students, our schedules are often very busy, and sometimes that pours over to our sleep schedules. And due to the current situation of remote work, I tend to see that my sleep schedule has worsened. I currently use a sleep-based app, but my app doesn't consider our personal schedules, our personal goals, or our sleep times, and that's why we wanted to create Sleepyhead.
So our solution is to create an app that recommends ideal sleep and wake times that are personalized to each specific user. Our recommendations will be based on several factors, including their sleep goal, which is how many hours they want to sleep each night, their wake goal, which is when they want to wake up each morning, as well as their sleeping habits based on their past log data of when they slept and when they woke up and the amount of sleep they got. It's also based on their personal schedule, which is from Google Calendars, as well as the feelings they log when they wake up each morning. And we also consider the National Sleep Foundation's recommended sleep amount for each age group. Our recommendations, we will have 10 total, and it will be split up into 3 categories. Maximum sleep, which will be ranked by the amount of time. Consistent sleep schedule, which is ranked by the earliest wake time, as well as overall best, which combines the previous 2 categories. And this will also be ranked by the earliest wake time. So our approach, as you can see, is this diagram here. Starting from the right side, there will be manual inputs by the user, which includes the times that they slept and woke up, which will be recorded via buttons in the app. They will also record their sleep goals, as well as the feelings they feel each morning when they woke up. We will also be getting the user's schedule from the Google Calendar API, and all that information will be used for our recommender algorithm, and those recommendations will be displayed on the screen. We built the app with Ionic, and we used Google Firebase database to store all this data.
Now it's time for our demo.
All right. When you first open the app, you're presented with this login page. So I'll click sign in with Google. And since this is my first time using the app, I am brought to this setup page where I can just enter a few details about myself, my age, how much sleep I'm trying to get each night. Let's just say 8 hours. And wake up no later than, let's say, 10 a.m. All right, and as you can see, new instance pops up in the database with all the information that I just inputted. And back to the app, after you log in, you're brought to this home page where it has the sleep and wake time. Later on, Greta will go into more information about how our recommender works. But each night when you're ready to go to bed, you'll just click the sleep button. And after a good night's sleep, you will press the wake button, and it brings you to this page where you can log how you feel when you wake up. And let's just say I'm feeling refreshed this morning, and click confirm. And if we look back at our database, you can see that the sleep collection has appeared, and we can see information about our night of sleep. And min slept is just 0 because we just click slept and wake up. But yeah. Back to our app, we also created a profile page where you can see all the basic information about yourself. You can see what events you have for tomorrow. And as you can see, tomorrow I have a CS121 at 8 a.m. And we also create this log out button right here. And now I'll pass it off to Greta to go into more information about the recommender.
Thank you, Josh, for handing it over. Before we look at the recommendations, let's log in. Because I am already an existing user, I don't have to go through the setup process again. As you can see, the homepage presents one recommended time. Where are the rest of our recommended times, you may ask? They are here. If the user decides to press change time, they will be shown all 10 times with the current time displayed on the home screen being highlighted. Like Lisa said, our times are displayed in 3 different categories. We have the sleep time, the wake time, and the amount of sleep corresponding to each sleep-wake time. If I choose a different time, this gets updated on the home screen. You may have noticed that all our times had a wake time of 9 a.m. This is because the first calendar event is, for myself, is at 10 tomorrow. And we have left an hour for me to get ready. But if I decide to move this event to a later time, you'll notice that the times will change once we go to the profile and update our calendar events. Since the calendar events are now updated, I can go to the home page and our times will reset. And looking at all our 10 recommendations, you will notice that these times have changed as well. Let's choose a new time just for fun. Maybe one that helps me maintain a consistent sleep schedule.
So in addition to what we have implemented, there are some things that we can add to improve our app. This includes implementing notifications so that the user is notified when they should start getting ready for bed. Unfortunately, we didn't have the time to implement this. Another element that we can implement is automatic sleep tracking via a sensor like an accelerometer or through some third-party app. This will help to minimize manual user input, so the user doesn't have to click on the sleep and wake buttons, but the app will automatically track when they are asleep. Having sensor data will also allow us to track sleep cycles and sleep stages, such as when the user is in deep sleep, when they're in REM sleep. And with some knowledge about how sleep cycles work, we can also improve the recommender. Another feature that we can add is lifestyle habits, such as the user's caffeine intake, exercise they get, and screen time, and other factors that may affect their sleep. We can, with this data, we can then add more recommendations for the users, such as when they should stop drinking caffeine to ensure that they can fall asleep on time. Additionally, we can also add some visual representations of the user's past sleep times and schedules, and having these representations can also enhance the app and the user's overall experience.
Thank you everyone for tuning in to our presentation. We want to give some special thanks to those who'd made this project even better than it is. Andrew Jang for guiding us through all of the 3 project check-ins. His advice and comments were really helpful. And Professor Sergio for a great quarter and for creating all of those lectures. We really learned a lot. about next-gen search systems, and of course, all of the core staff for helping make this class run smoothly. Thank you, everyone.